Hello and welcome to Azure DevOps videos. In this video, we will create an application. We will try to understand what is Helm and how to create Helm. We will create CI/CD pipelines and we will deploy an application in the Kubernetes using the Helm chart. So let's see. So let's take a look on the Helm. What is Helm? Helm is a package manager for Kubernetes. Helm create the package of the YAML files and distribute them in public and private repositories. If you are going to deploy Kubernetes application, in that Kubernetes application you need to use kubectl commands to manage different YAML files. So it's not easy to maintain all the YAML files. If you are working on the multi-container application, so Helm overcome on this issue. It packages the bundle of the YAML files using the Helm chart. So what is Helm chart? Helm chart bundle the YAML files and we use the command helm create chart name. Whatever name you want to give, you can give here. It will create the Helm chart and push them to the Helm repository. Then whenever you go to deploy the Kubernetes application, you can run simple command helm install chart name. In the code, if you see, I have two different applications. So both are the Docker enabled. If you see, we have the Docker file. So we will use this Docker file to create image. Then we will push this image into the Azure Container Registry. Then we will use the Helm to deploy this application to the Kubernetes. So I have already pushed this application to the GitHub repository. Let's see in the repositories. So we have web front end application. So here you can see the entire code is here. Let's see how I added the Helm chart here. So if you see, you can see two applications here. So on the right click on my web API and open terminal window. So here use a simple command helm create helm chart. You can give any name, chart1 suppose. If you click here, you can see creating the Helm chart. So let's see in the repository. Let's see in the directory, you can see Helm chart. So let me delete this as I had already added the Helm chart. So here you can see the template. Go into the template and you can see different YAML files. As we saw, Helm chart is a bundle of the YAML application YAML files. So these are the YAML files are there. So we will deploy this my web API. In YAML file, you can see the application name and most important where you are going to deploy. So this is the image name. I will deploy it into the Azure Container Registry. So values file, this is like the configuration files. Similarly, I have created the Helm chart for the web front end. Here you can see the similar structure having different YAML files. Replicas, you can define multiple replicas, whatever you want based on a requirement. Go to the portal. Here I can use Cloud Shell. I have the ready commands. So let me copy the commands. These are the commands. Let me run. It's creating the container registry. So I have given the name Kota Container Registry inside the group 1 and it should be enabled as admin. Enter. Starting. Now you can see this has been created. So if I go inside the RG1, I can see created resource. That is the container registry. So we will use this registry as a repository for the Docker image. Azure DevOps will create the Docker image and will push into this container registry. So currently I cannot see anything here. So after building the image, you will be able to see it here. Now let's create the pipeline. In the Azure DevOps, I had already created the web front and application. Here you can simply click on new project and it would be created here. So I had done this one, and in repository I have already attached this application to the GitHub. If you want to learn how I added this one, you can see the relevant video in the suggestions. So now let's see create the pipelines. Create pipeline. Here let's select the classic editor. Select the repository. Where is your repository? So repository is here into the, this is the repository. Select this one. Let's click on continue. Here the important thing, we will use the Docker container. Here we need to build the application and need to create the image. So we need to select the Docker container. Here the important note you can see here, build a Docker image and push it to a container registry. So we had already created a container registry. So Docker container will create the Docker image and push it to a container registry. So that is our purpose here, to select the Docker container. If you want, you can rename this one. Agent specification, I can select Ubuntu. In GitHub, I can select master. GitHub setting is okay. Select on build an image. Here important thing, I need to select the service manager. So do one thing, let's go in, let me open the separate window. What I can do, I can click on service connection. I need to create a service connection. This service connection will actually connect to this Azure DevOps application to the Azure cloud. So let me create new one. I can select Azure resource manager, then on next select principal, automatic, on next subscription. It will ask you to validate. Now here select the group. RG1 is the group name. Service connection name I can give Helm Cats. Service connection. Okay, that's fine. Let me click on save. Service connection has been created. So now you can see the Azure subscription name here. Then action is build an image. We are just building the image. We are not pushing into the directory here. And we are building the image using this Docker file. So that's fine. We need the name. So what name we need to give? Put the login server name. Actually here we are creating the variable with the name at the variable, and value should be login server name. So go into the container registry, and here you can see the login server name. Copy it, put it here. Okay, so we have created login server name. In the task, again go into the task image, login server name, and now put the image name. With what name you want to create the image. So you can get the image name from the Docker file, or wave front end. web front end. This is the image name. Sorry, instead of here, you need to put it here slash. So this is the pattern you have to follow. Copy it and go to the push an image. So here you can put this name. This is the important here. And here again you can see in the push an image. So where you have to push, select the Helm get service connection. That is actually secure connection, and then container registry. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so we are good. Now we need to add the Helm tool installer. So actually this will install the Helm and Kubernetes on the agent machine. Select this one, click on add. Here you can see this has been added. So in the prerequisite you can see install the kubectl. Kubectl is very important component for the Kubernetes container. So that should be installed. So that's it. No, we no need to change anything here. Apart from that, now we need to select the Helm chart. So click on agent job and click search Helm chart, package and deploy Helm charts. So actually we need to deploy, configure and update a Kubernetes cluster in Azure Container Service. For this purpose, we will use the Helm chart. So you need to select this one and click on add. Here the important thing, in the command you select the package, Helm package. Actually we are using the package. So deploy the Helm package, and what package we need to select, you can go here, and as you saw in the wavefront, we created the Helm front end. Okay, this one. So this is actually actually the Helm chart. So select this one and click on OK. And apart from that, we have, and version, you can define the version as well. So I can put $build dot build id. That is actually the version. Okay, so I think that's fine. Additionally, we need to publish the artifacts. Whatever the artifacts will be there, what are the artifacts will be produced by this pipeline, we need to publish into the container registry. So let's see, publish, let's search publish pipeline artifacts, select this one, click on add, and here you can see, here you can copy the destination and put it here, file or directory path, and artifact name, whatever we give, like wave front end. Okay, so we are good. We can save it, we can save and queue it. I can say first run, save it. So it has been started. So the process has been started. You can go inside, you can see the progress here. Here actually you can track the deployment. So if you see here, you can see the output. Job pipeline has been completed, and at the end of here you can see push the images, install is completed, Helm package is completed. So if you want to go inside the container registry, and if you go inside repositories, you can see the web front end application with the version. So this pipeline just build the code, created the image, and pushed this image to the repository. So if you see these commands where we were manually building the web front application, and here creating the tag of this one, and then login and pushing into the repository. So that has been done using the DevOps and publish pipeline artifacts. So artifacts is ready now. Now we are ready to push into the Kubernetes. So let's create the pipeline. Click on release pipeline now. New pipeline. So here let's select deploy to Kubernetes cluster. Deploy an application to a Kubernetes cluster by using its Helm chart. So we need to select this one. Stage 1. Now add an artifact. So where is our artifact? So you can see select the pipeline, latest, and these are the artifacts selected. Click on task. Here you can select the subscription. You need to select the service connection that we had created. Resource group, you can select RG1. Then the Kubernetes cluster. Okay, so in the agent job we can select Azure pipelines. Specification, I can select Ubuntu. I can select latest one as well. We have 20, but let's go with. So we are good. Let me delete this one. That is not required. Init also not required. Let me click on upgrade. In the upgrade, let me put the namespace by default. Command is upgrade. File path. Which file I need to select? You can see the Helm front. So this is the package actually. This is the actually Helm package. So here you can see the version. It will be generated every time. So instead of values fine. So here if I can replace in the one version, if any new version come, then I can replace it with. I can put set image tag equals to $sign build dot build id. So every time we will get the different version. But let me put this one into the argument, and here I can put the version. This would be the version. So now we are good. We are ready to push the container registry into the Kubernetes cluster. Even I have to change the release name as well. So the release name we are giving, if you go inside the container registry in the repository. So this is the repository name. I need to put the same here because we are creating the release name with this name. So here we are good. Let's save, and now we can create the release. So let's create the first release. Click on create. Release has been created. Let's go to the release. You can see the status is queued. It is under process. You can click on that if you want to check the running status. So here it's showing different stages, so you can monitor actually what's happening. So here you can see job has been completed. So let's go inside the Kubernetes. So if I go into the cluster, so in the clusters you can see the deployed services and ingress inside the service side and ingress tab. Here you can see, yes, so here you can see that is the wave front service that we just deployed using the Helm chart. So if I click on this, here you can see, so we have successfully deployed the application using the Helm chart. So similarly into the DevOps, you can create different pipelines. You can create new pipeline again for the web API. So you need to follow the similar tasks that we have done. So that is one of the way to deploy the web applications into the containers. There are some more ways, so I will explain you how you can deploy application into the Kubernetes with different way. That's all in this video. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, happy learning.